We're live.
Ooh, we're live.
Oh,
Ooh.
we're in the box.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Checking it out.
Oh, hello, whole damn enchilada podcast. What's up?
Oh, I heard like a weird echo, but I think it's gone. Did you hear the echo?
No,
Okay. Hey, so where the horror fam at?
still early. We told him 7.
It's
What's
true.
up?
What's up? Awesome. Thanks for joining us, Whole Damn Enchilada Podcast.
We appreciate you.
We love
Aw,
you.
thank you.
Aw. Okay, so is it playing on the Facebook too?
I'm assuming because I'm getting notifications coming through.
Okay, it's there. I
Oh,
see it.
excellent.
Figure we'll give folks a little bit more time to wander on in.
Yeah.
Come to us like zombies to a mall. Aw, thank you, Whole Damn Enchilada Podcast.
Oh, man. We color coordinated too. Look at this.
We
Completely
did.
unintentional.
We didn't even plan this. Didn't even plan it. It's a sign. It was meant to be.
Meant to be.
I see some really great posters in your background, Nina. What do you got up there?
I have all kinds of things. I've got artwork from Joel Robinson up here, Suspiria.
Ooh.
I don't remember who the artwork is here, but this is ah
Wow.
Michael and Jessica from Grim Life Collective. They're pretty awesome. Yeah,
Aw.
I've got some Art the Clown back here.
Gotta have it.
And yeah, a couple different autographs from Felissa Rose, Robbie England.
Robbie England. I
Robbie.
love it.
Yep, that's his new nickname.
I love it. Do you have a favorite autograph, by the way, that you've snagged?
Hmm.
It's hard to
Probably
choose.
Felissa. Probably
Ooh,
Felissa.
it's a good
Yeah.
one. It's a
I've
really
got
good
3
one.
from her just because she just she just like, "Here, have another."
Oh, she's so sweet.
She's a doll. I love her so much.
I do too. I actually just rewatched Wolf Hollow. It's a movie by Mark Cantu. It's a werewolf movie, really, really fun.
Mm.
And Felicia's in it. She was a producer.
Nice. I heard she's in a new one that's apparently on Shudder, so who knows? We
Oh,
might be reviewing that one very soon.
ooh, among many other things we're going to
Yes.
review.
It's just part of the big pot of things we have stewing.
Yeah, delicious stew of horror goodness and gore.
Oh, lots of gore.
All the
Eyeballs.
gore.
Instead of meatballs, we got eyeballs.
Eyeballs. Gore with a side of eyeballs.
Mm.
Let's see. Give people a couple more minutes here.
Yeah, it's only
Aw,
6:59.
we're early birds.
We just were prepared for technical difficulties, and surprisingly, we're doing all right.
I know. It's always good to be prepared for technical difficulties, as we've learned.
Right? Well, you never know.
You never know. I mean, gremlins, right?
The gremlins, you gotta watch out. They're
You have
everywhere
to
in that
watch
foreign
out. I
technology.
know.
Mm.
Speaking of gremlins, I'm trying really hard to get my little brother to play gremlins for my nephews because they haven't
Aw,
seen it. And I think it's the perfect, like, kids horror movie. Am I right?
gateway
Like, I think it's
horror, let's do
yeah,
it.
it's perfect
Yeah.
because
How old are they?
they're like 6 and 8-ish,
Oh, they'd love it.
and the older one, Day just saw Five Nights at Freddy's. It was his first horror movie. And he drew some great sketches, and we had a nice little moment about that because he was really excited to tell me that he had seen his first horror movie. And I said, "Oh, did you like it?" And he said it was scary. And I was like, "But it was fun, right?" And he said, "Yeah." And he did sketches, so
Aw,
he's a little horror fan in the making, I'm sure.
that's amazing. You're gonna be cool Aunt Jamie with all the horror stuff.
I hope so, that's my goal. We'll see.
All right, let's see here. Do, do, do. Give people a few more minutes to come on in. It's only
Yeah.
7:01 and it's a Friday, so
It is.
I don't know what the commute looks like for other people, but mine is turning my chair from this direction to this direction. So,
Ooh. I kinda like that commute.
yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah, my commute tonight, guys, was like a total horror movie, not in a fun way. It was like people are just wiling out, like
You were
it
the
got
final girl,
cold.
though. You made
I
it.
was the final girl, I made it. It was kind of an epic journey, an epic battle, to get through the day alive in one piece. A little bit bloodied, but that's okay. That's how we like our final girls.
Absolutely. All right. So, Jamie, do you want to get started? Tell everybody a little bit more about yourself.
Yeah. So, hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. Really means a lot to have you here. For those of you who don't know me very well, I'm Jamie. I run Girl on Gore, where I share lots of fun killer fashion and everything I love about horror movies. I've been podcasting for about, geez, like 3 years now, I think. And
Mhm.
I just love the horror genre and the horror community. I think my favorite subgenres have to be Jallos. I really love horror comedies. I love body horror and I love horror comedies as well. So that's pretty much all of them. I pretty much like all the subgenres. I started watching horror when I was a kid, but I didn't really fully get into it until I was a teenager. And then I was like super studious on it. I mean, I just devoured it. I looked up movies that I needed to see. And ever since then, the rest has been history. And I'm a newspaper reporter by day, and I really love dogs.
You just love dogs.
Yes, must love dogs and scary movies and pink robes of horror.
Yes.
What about you, Nina?
Oh, I don't. Well, I've been pretty much creating content since I was like 13 for different things,
Oh,
YouTube, podcasting, stuff like that. I would edit my friends' videos, and that's how I kind of got a knack for sound and technology. Just figuring out what to do from there. And I've been into horror, God, just elements of horror since I was like 5 or 6 years old. Pretty much as soon as I was able to learn to read, I was finding different books that had elements of horror movies. Uh, Finally started watching horror when I was probably 7 or 8, and I just fell in
yeah.
love with it. I love all kinds of horror, body horror, horror comedies, like haunted house stuff.
Yeah.
Um, Started getting into giallos more lately, but,
Yay.
yeah, it's not my favorite, but it's definitely one of those. I really love, 70s horror a lot. That's my favorite,
Oh,
but
I
and
love
all
70s
kinds of
horror.
things. It's
Yeah.
so gritty. I love the grittiness.
70s
So, yeah.
cinema in general, I think is like perfect because it's super gritty. They were like
Yeah.
really kind of
Shot
like
on
pushing the
location.
boundaries. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. They don't do that anymore.
I know. 70s are where it's at.
Stupid
80s too.
CGI. Yeah.
Yeah, and so,
Alright.
we met, Nina and I actually met, through the last podcast we were working on, The Dolls of Horror, and then we
Yep.
actually just got to have our first, in-person experience recently at the Last Days of the Dead convention, and it was so great to finally meet you in person, like, it's so crazy because I see you and I've been seeing you, like, every week for ever it feels like, but to actually get to hug you and stuff was really, really amazing.
It felt like we've known each other forever. Like, as soon as we met, we just clicked
Oh,
instantly, and, like, the whole not the whole reason, but one of the big reasons why I agreed to get on to the Dolls of Horror was after listening to some episodes and listening to you, Jamie, and you were just so authentic right from the get way, like, right from the beginning, and like, it just shone through in every episode, and
Aw.
your personality is just I love you so much, and I'm so excited to be doing this with you. So,
Aw, love
yeah.
fest. I love you too,
Yes.
Nina, and you're so
Yeah.
awesome, and she is seriously like, I'm so amazed by your production skills, and I'm really excited to, like, co-host with you because
Yes.
you didn't do as much of that on our last podcast, so to have your voice in this more, I'm just, like, really excited because you always bring good insight and, like, fun kinda things to the show, so I'm just so excited about that.
Thank you. And also, we wanted to give a shout out to Summer. We really appreciated the opportunity that we had with Dolls of Horror and getting to know her
Yeah,
and working together with her. So, big shout out to Summer, Dolls of Horror podcast. Make sure you follow them on all of their social medias,
definitely.
Spotify, Apple, Instagram, Facebook, and all that. So we'll put
All of
those in
the
the comments
socials.
after we're done so you guys can follow them. But yeah, we really appreciate Summer and all that she does. She's still kicking
Definitely.
ass, making a great show on her own, and that's not easy. So definitely give
No.
her a follow if you can.
Yes.
And we also want to mention somebody who could not be with us tonight, our third co host, Ethan Noyes. We love him
Our
very much.
our better half.
Yeah, unfortunately, he could not be with us. He is dealing with a family emergency, but he is here with us in spirit. He was sending us messages throughout the day, wishing us good luck. And we just wanted to say, love you very much, Ethan. Watch out for the goats.
Seriously. So yeah, so Bloody Essentials, right? I mean, I have always kind of thought that the essentials to a happy life were lots of good horror movies and great friends to talk about them with. So yeah, this podcast, we're really excited to get to know you guys, review some movies that you're really into, talk about some of our favorite horror movies and horror movies we've never seen before, brand new things, stuff from the 70s. I don't know. Maybe we'll throw like Nosferatu in there or something. Do something really
Jeez.
unusual.
I love silent movies from the 20s and 30s that were horror. Like they really broke the ground. So I'm really excited to be able to talk about those with you guys. I'm really looking forward to that. And Hammer horror, come on.
Love me some Hammer. It's so romantic and beautiful and oh, it's so luscious. I love it.
Yeah. But we're not going to be just talking about movies, although we love our horror movies. There'll be lots of that. We also want to talk to horror vendors, horror convention owners, and we want to talk about your favorite cons and your experiences. Because one thing that doesn't get enough attention, in my opinion, is horror independent business owners, fellow podcasters, and just getting their experiences, sharing their social medias, promoting them as much as we can.
Yeah, because the wonderful thing about the horror community is that it's so warm. I've never really had a community open its arms to me so warmly and readily as the horror community, and I feel like we have a lot of love to share and spread around. So yeah, I'm really all about like supporting indie horror movies and promoting even great creators on Instagram. Like I know so many fascinating people on Instagram. I'd love to just have them on to talk about movies or whatever with us because we want to do like haunted experiences too, haunted
Mhm.
houses, any and maybe some kind of like pop-ups. We don't have a lot of those here in AZ, but I know in Chicago they sometimes do theme pop-ups. So maybe we do something fun like that in the future, some live con stuff, all kinds of
Absolutely.
ideas.
Absolutely. Yeah, we will be working on growing and just promoting everybody and sharing our love of horror with you guys. So we are quite literally the Bloody Essentials. We will be doing everything horror, anything and everything.
And anything that you guys want to see us review, please let us know. Whether it's a classic, a staple, an essential, if you will, or it's something that we've never heard of or seen. We love to see those too. I'm amazed at like how good all of you are at finding new movies. Like I'm like, where do you guys find all of these? So please like let us know your favorite movies, movies that you would like to hear discussed, or even other ideas that you're interested in hearing.
Absolutely. And if you're a business owner and you're into horror, shoot us a message on one of our socials and we would love to have you on the show.
Yeah, and we do hope to do some live stream events in the future. We're talking about doing some live viewing parties. So if you like that idea, please let us know. We're also thinking about doing, I would love to do some giveaways. So, if you're a business and maybe you're looking to kind of get the word out a little bit more on what you're doing, we'd love to do a giveaway with you as well. So we have like fun ideas for like how we can get you guys more interactive with our podcast too, even like mini kind of guest spots. So definitely stay tuned for all of that.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of staying tuned, we plan on having a Patreon set up soon, and we're going to be getting lots of fun merchandise over the next few months. And we start recording this weekend actually. So we
Yeah.
will have some fresh content for you guys very soon. So you won't have to
Yeah.
wait long.
Yeah, we will make sure not to keep you guys waiting too long.
And hopefully when Ethan is doing better, we can have him do a live stream with us and we can all get to know Ethan a little bit better.
Yeah, and while we're on the topic of Ethan, I'll just say I met Ethan through the podcast, but I think it was my first con, Days of the Dead. It was in Chicago. I like thought he was amazing and great right away because he's so fun. He's like gregarious and bright and just a blast. You can't not have a good time around him. So that's kind of like my origin story with Ethan. What is your origin story with Ethan?
I met Ethan pretty much as soon as I got to Days of the Dead Indianapolis this year on his
Aw.
birthday,
Aw.
and we immediately clicked and added him on Facebook. And Saturday, there was kind of like a lull in between Q&A panels that we were doing, and I messaged him and I was like, I need the life of the party to come back because I'm bored.
That's
Came right
Ethan.
down. We've been inseparable ever since. We have movie nights at his house, and we've been hanging out, and, we became really fast friends. He is a very, fun person to be with. He tells you how it is, and if you don't like it, oh well, and I admire that so much in him, and I'm really excited to see what he brings to the show.
I am too, because and I just think it's so cool to have like these three different personalities. We all get along, but we all have our own special taste in horror movies. So it's going to be really fun to discuss, especially some of them that we have different opinions on. I think
Oh,
that's going
yeah.
to be really, really fun. I'm predicting that's going to happen. And it's going to be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, Ethan and I were watching one of the movies that is coming up soon, and it was very interesting to hear him comment on the film as we progressed. So it's going to be very, very fun. I will be sharing some of those comments in any episodes that he won't be in. So
I'm so excited to hear what he has to say about the one that I think we're talking about.
it's the one we're recording this weekend,
That's what
Suspiria,
I thought.
1977.
My favorite movie, guys, Suspiria, OG, love it, love it, love it. I'm definitely an Argento girl, but I like Fulci better. But Suspiria is still my favorite. So we're starting off with my favorite movie.
I'm going to share a hot take right now. Argento, I love him very much, but the man, like, the man seriously I believe originated elevated horror, and that is a good thing and also a bad thing
I
because,
agree.
I think people that prefer elevated horror sometimes can come off as a bit pretentious.
Elevated horror in general can come off as a little bit pretentious. I think even the films themselves. Now,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, there's some elevated horror that I did like. And there's some elevated
Mhm.
horror I liked that a lot of people I know hated. I mean, I
Same.
I loved Midsummer, okay? And I'm going to
I
stand
did
on
too.
my hill, okay? Forever. And if you don't love Midsummer, we're done. No, I'm kidding. It's okay. I have a lot of friends who don't like this movie, even friends that I really vibe with on movies for the most part. I have friends who hated Midsummer. I loved it, but there are plenty of other elevated horrors that I was not a fan of.
Yeah, definitely. I know a lot of people that don't like elevated horror because they go into a movie, they don't wanna think too much about anything, they're not into the symbolism and all that crap, but,
Yeah.
I get it. There's some times where I'm looking for that, sometimes I'm not, and it just depends on the vibe, but, I'm with you, Jamie, Fulci's better. Fulci gets dirty.
That's what I love about Fulci is he's nasty. Like
He's
Argento gets nasty,
nasty.
but Fulci is nasty. Like
Yeah.
Miss Jackson, nasty. He's
Yes.
nasty, and I love it so much. I mean, like, kind of tied for my favorite movie, it's really, really close, is actually The Beyond. I
Mm.
love The Beyond. It's, like, I can't even begin on how awesome and gnarly it is. Have you seen that one, Nina?
Oh, yeah.
It's so good.
I I do like Fulci. My with body horror, though, my heart is with Cronenberg always.
I mean, the master.
The
The
master. That's where
master.
it's at.
Yeah, I was actually just rewatching Spring, since we were talking about it not that long ago, and, I forgot because I hadn't seen it in a bit. I forgot, like, the body horror elements that kinda come into that one, and I was like, wowed by that one all over again. Love that movie. If you guys haven't seen Spring, check it out. It's kinda different, so it might not be your vibe, but it's really, really smart and really fun, and the characters are amazing.
Absolutely. I'm really excited to talk about that one with you. That's one that we
Me
instantly were like,
too.
"Yes, we gotta review this movie."
Yes. Oh my god, yes, more people need to know about this one.
Yeah. Have you seen any new movies recently, horror movies?
Oh geez, I feel like I'm always kind of watching new horror movies, but let's see. Speaking on the kind of indie, in the indie world, I've been watching a lot of indie movies. So I watched Wolf Hollow recently. Like I mentioned, that's the one with Felissa. It's really good. If you
Mhm.
guys haven't checked it out, it's on Tubi right now. So go check it out. It's a werewolf movie. It definitely it has some fun people in it. Some of them are people you'll recognize, and some of them are just like really great indie actors. I also another really great indie one I watched not too long ago was XX Xmas or Triple Xmas, and that was a really great, fun new Christmas horror movie. Santa wreaks havoc on a porn set, and it's really great.
Sounds amazing.
It's really wonderful, and the people involved with that movie are just, like, fantastic, written and directed by James Dean, had a friend of mine in it, so yeah, lots of really cool people in that one. So those are, like, the main ones I'm thinking of right now. I'm trying to think, there was a horror movie I watched not that long ago that I wasn't impressed with. Maybe that's why I can't remember which one it
Mhm.
was, but
That's
what
how I
about
am.
you?
If the movie doesn't leave me too impressed, I'm just like, "Meh."
Yeah, I know, same.
Oh, new movies for me. Um, The Ranger on Shudder is a really good one. I had a lot of fun watching it. It's about this guy who works at a forest preserve or whatever, and he's fed up with these people not respecting the land, and he takes
Yes.
his anger out on them, and it's a fantastic, very campy modern horror, and I enjoyed it a great deal. Other than that, I haven't really had a chance to watch anything new, honestly. I've just been so busy getting prepared for this and,
Yeah.
yeah, I've just been busy, 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 so but I'm really excited to start watching horror again and talk about it with my best friends.
Yes. I will say that, yeah, doing my horror homework and podcasting every week is one of my favorite things. So I cannot wait to get back into the groove of it and do this with you guys. I love podcasting, I love talking horror, and just so thankful for the horror community for like opening its arms to me, to us, for all the support.
Mhm.
Lots of you shared this post. Lots of you followed us today. So thank
Yeah,
you so much. I just hope that I hope we can bring a lot of fun into your living room, your car ride, wherever it is that you listen to your podcast every week. I hope that we can bring you something silly and bring you some new insights and maybe even introduce you to some movies you've never seen before.
absolutely, we're really excited, and we have some fun movies coming up. We are doing Jamie's favorite movie, Suspiria, this weekend. We should have that one up sometime next week for you
Yeah.
guys. And we will also be covering my favorite movie, Scream. And we're looking to do some other fun favorites as well as some new takes very soon. So that's what's coming up. Jamie, do you have anything else to share?
Well, guys, make sure to find us on social. We would really appreciate a follow. Check out our stuff. We're gonna be updating it pretty soon and adding lots of fun stuff there. And please, like, reach out to us any way that you want to, whether that's through our email, whether that's through Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Seriously, if you're interested in sharing a movie recommendation or you want to come on the show, like, please let us know. We're doing this like because we love horror and we love the horror community and we really want the horror community to be a part of this too. So, yeah, hit us up anytime we want to talk about horror movies with you.
Absolutely. We want you guys to be in the show. We want to make you feel like you're part of this journey with us, and we're really excited to start this podcast with you guys. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys, we don't want to keep you held up too much on a Friday evening, so we just wanted to make this quick announcement, say how much we love you guys. Make sure you follow us on all of our socials, and we will be seeing you guys soon. Have a bloody good night.
Bye.
Bye.